Here's sunset out at Usery Park. Beautiful evening, no wind. Out here on the deck. Got our fire going. Gonna listen to a little Mark Levin. I'll show you our setup that we got. Real nice out here. Got my drink. Beautiful night. How's everybody doing? I just thought I'd give a little update on our Momentum 21G. We're out here at Usery Park in east of Mesa, north of Mesa. It's a county park. It's pretty nice. Got the deck out and beautiful morning right now. We had a fire last night. Had a few cocktails, listened to Mark Levin and get all depressed with all the news out there. But I just thought I'd show some stuff, and everything seems to be working pretty good. Here's the kitchen. TV works pretty good most of the time if you got a decent signal. But here's one of the updates I did a while back. Put this towel rack in there, and that's called an adjustable towel rack. And it actually slides. You can see here that this slides back and forth. And so I could put it right up against the wall here. I just drilled a couple holes, and I was going to use these anchor screws to screw that in, but I didn't really need to. It seems to be pretty sturdy, and but we really needed that. You don't have to hang it on the curtain rod anymore. But I think that's about it for in here. This is a pretty nice campsite. My camera will focus out there. Well, here's the backside. Got the Arizona state flag flying. Truck's pulling the trailer just fine. Haven't had any issues there, but I will show you something. Found some water in the connection bay. We got set for about 30 psi. Works good for us. And there's my new beach lane levelers I got off of Amazon, and so we actually had to use them this weekend. I haven't had to use those too much. There's some temperature temperature thermometers that I use, so I can. The one on the left there is you control that with an app. I got 2 of those off Amazon. Then that other one has a display inside that I use, but so when we were in Quartzsite, we got home from Quartzsite, noticed I had water in here in the bottom of this right here, and it looked like it was coming from this valve here. So I tried to pull this out this morning. So when we arrived here yesterday, I had the same thing, and there's some like drips of water on there. And I took these screws out, and you can't really pull that out at all. I really don't know how they access this thing on the 21G. On the 5th wheels, you can get behind there and see it, but I don't think there's an issue. I've been working these valves, and I haven't seen any more water. I've used the pump instead of the city water. So I think you access that from inside under the bed, and I don't know, that looks like a bear to do, so I'm not sure if we ever have a problem, that's how we're gonna fix that. But that's one thing I've been trying to keep an eye on. I don't see any water. I was able to pull it back far enough to see there's no water inside. So a lot of people ask how I store stuff, and this is the only outside storage other than where the generator is. So you can see we're kind of packed in here. I got my griddle there and my telescoping ladder. I use this bucket in Phoenix in the storage. I put some water in there to keep the humidity up inside so the wood doesn't, you know, dry out and rot out. But eventually, I think I'm going to go lithium here, hopefully in the next year. I've got my eye on a 300 amp hour lithium battery that will fit behind here. I think I showed you that on the previous video where I got the panel open. It'll fit in there. I can put a 2,000 watt inverter in there, and of course I already got this solar charger. I might add just one more solar panel that's portable, and what I'll do is I'll run, maybe see it under there, run a connector for the solar out here, and then just plug it in, and then I can move my solar panel wherever I need to. But here's a little view around our campsite. It's pretty out here. I don't know if we're going to be able to come out here much more because it's going to be getting warm, but I actually had to turn my furnace on this morning. It was like 52 degrees and it was like 55 inside, so what the heck, I turned the furnace on. We'll be running the air conditioner after a while. Anyway, that's about it, and I have some other reviews I'm going to attach onto the end of here. Take it easy, everybody. So I thought I would show everybody how OCD I am about my trailer. I've had problems in the past with a motorhome with flat spotted tires about 12 years ago. So every 8-9 weeks I try to, this is like the second time I've only had to do this because we take this out pretty regular, but we haven't gone since November. But I jack it up and rotate these. I don't think we're going to be going a while, so I rotate them a third. Because then in 8 weeks I'll probably do it again. If I can get this up. I think my jack's leaking. So that's about a third there. I've already done the others. And that just shows you how OCD I am. I want these tires to last. Another thing I had to mention is the tread on here. I can't remember how many miles I have. I think I have around 4,000 or 5,000 miles on this, because we brought it home from San Antonio. That was 1,000. We probably don't have that many. I'll have to look it up. I keep track. But the center of these is starting to wear quicker than the outside. And I was keeping them at 80 psi, which is the max. Well, I don't carry a very big load. So I went on the Goodyear chart and I backed them clear off to 62. So trying to make these tires last. Anyway, I got some stuff I'll show you. I'm going to pause this real quick here. These are the levelers I've been using. They're the Anderson levelers. They're really useful. I bought a couple of them used several years ago. And the guy even put these little traction pads on there. And one of them broke first. And I tried to chamfer that off. So I replaced it with this one. And it didn't last too long and broke. And so I have 3 of these, and all 3 broke, and they're rated for 30,000 pounds, and my trailer only weighs 8,600, I think, so I'm well under the weight limit. So I bought these Beach Lane levelers here. They're quite a bit heavier duty, quite a bit more weight, so it's a thicker plastic. It's even reinforced on this top one here. This weighs quite a bit more than the Anderson. And you got the chalk here, the grid pattern on the bottom to take the weight. I have seen some reviews on these on Amazon that they've broke a few times too. And they include this nice thick rubber to put underneath there when you're driving up on it, which I think would help. And I bought the 2-pack. Bought the 2-pack for $49 on Amazon right now. And those, I was just looking, the Andersons are $89 on Amazon. So we're going to try these out, see how they work. I've seen pretty good reviews on these. I don't use them a whole lot, but I have needed them. I used to use those little Lego blocks, but they get so dirty, and sometimes if you're in dirt they get crushed down into the ground. So we'll try these out and see how they go. we'll see. This is one of the things I use and try to give a review on.